जय श्री माताजी। ऑनलाइन उपस्थित विश्व के सभी साधकों का सुबह के ध्यान सत्र में हार्दिक स्वागत है। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी को वंदन करके हम सब ध्यान की स्थिति में बैठते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर आज का ध्यान सत्र शुरू करने की अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। सामूहिक बंधन। अपना चित्त हृदय में लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे हृदय में विराजिए। श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारा हृदय प्रेम, करुणा और वात्सल्य से भर दीजिए। श्री माताजी आपकी कृपा में हम केवल शुद्ध आत्मा हैं। तीन महामंत्र तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
जय श्री माता जी। हम सब संतुलन करते हैं। राइट हैंड भूमि तत्व पर, चित्त ईड़ा नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के ईड़ा नाड़ी पर तमोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व भूमि तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर सामूहिकता की ईड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। राइट हैंड गोद में, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की ओर। चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के पिंगला नाड़ी पर रजोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व अहंकार आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर सामूहिकता की पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। लेफ्ट हैंड गोद में, दोनों हाथ सामने। चित्त मध्य नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपा कर आप हमें संतुलन दीजिए, हमें वर्तमान में रखिए। चित्त मूलाधार चक्र पर लाते हैं। श्री माताजी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के मूलाधार चक्र पर श्री गणेश जी की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए, कार्यान्वित कीजिए। कृपा कर हमें अबोध बनाइए। चित्त मूलाधार पर श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। अपना चित्त मध्य नाड़ी से सहस्रार पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे सहस्रार पर विराजिए। श्री माता जी आपके चरण कमलों का दर्शन हमारे सहस्रार पर दीजिए। श्री माता जी हम सब अपना अहंकार और प्रति अहंकार आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमें ध्यान में स्थित कीजिए। जय श्री माताजी। इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। गुरु पूजा 1991, इसका पहला भाग।
Today, you are all here to worship your Guru. It is a common practice, especially in India, that you must worship your Guru. And the Guru has to fully be in control of his disciples. Guru principle is extremely strict, and the strictness made many people could not conform to the ideals of a disciple. In those days, the Guru had to be absolutely the authority. And it was the Guru who would decide which disciples he'll have. And one had to go into great tapasya, to great penances, to even become a disciple. And this hardship was the only way the Guru used to judge. Gurus would always live in jungles, and they would select their disciples, very few, very, very few. And they had to go and beg food from the neighboring villages and cook food for their Guru with their own hands and feed the Guru. That sort of Guru business is not in Sahaja. That basically we must understand that the difference between those styles of Guruship and that we have now is this, that very few individuals were given the chance to become the Guru. Very few. And these few also were selected out of quite a lot of people, and they felt that there was something really special, that they are being selected, chosen, and that whatever they will have to go through is all welcome. With this idea, they became the disciples. But SahajaYoga is a very different thing. I would say just the opposite. First of all, your Guru is a mother, and who suffers from Sandra Karuna. At the slightest things that happen to you, my eyes get filled with tears. So, as a mother, to be a guru is a very difficult thing. But at the same time, for you to achieve heights is also difficult. Because you get lost when I love you so much, and in that love you forget sometimes that the progress in your being is very slow. It is important that in SahajaYoga you have to be strict with yourself. That's why I said that you have to be your own guru, which people do not understand what it means. You have to be your own guru means you have to guide yourself, you have to treat yourself as your disciple, and you have to trim yourself. If you do not understand the responsibility as Sahajayogi of working it out yourself, everything, you cannot move very fast, because it is a different type of relationship between the Guru and the disciples. So first I have always said you become your own Guru. So you have to make a lot of introspection and fix your ideals. Before you, I am sitting. You have seen me how I am. I can eat anything. I need not eat at all for days together. I can sleep anywhere. I may not sleep at all. I travel for miles together untiringly. I have this energy because I am a guru of myself also. So the first thing is that there should be a lot of introspection. What's wrong with me, not wrong with others? What's wrong with me? Am I seeking the comfort of my body? The attention, is it on my body or on my spirit? If so, what am I doing? I think best thing is to write it down. Can I sleep on the grass? Can I sit on the stone? You have to make this body work. Can I sleep anytime I like, and can I keep awake anytime I like? I've seen people doze off. The reason is this, not that they're bad or in any way indisciplined people, but because inside they're tired. If you're tired inside, then you feel tired all the time. You will see on the television, if you see people in the West, they're always sitting like this. Because they are so very tired. Why are they so tired? They don't work so hard. So introspect how you behave. Now when you start introspecting yourself, you'll also start introspecting your surroundings and your styles and your methods and what you are doing to yourself because of the conditionings of the outside. Now the conditionings of the outside in the West are of a psychological nature. Indians have other conditionings which are also quite surprising, or we should say the Western people, they must wash their hand 10 times, even if their skin comes out, they go on washing like mad. They must have a bathroom attached to them all the time. They must have their baths. If they don't have bath, they are not comfortable. They have other conditionings also. All kinds of stupid conditionings they have, but the conditionings that we have in the West are more psychological, and that's why you cannot find out what's wrong with you. The physical conditionings are not so dangerous. You can get over them or you can manage. But when you have conditioning of your psychology, you cannot understand what's wrong with you. Now, if you introspect around, what you will find is a very subtle thing. Firstly, that because of the wars maybe, I don't know why, but everybody is afraid of everyone. Especially I think Freud. Because of Freud, even the mother is afraid of the child. And all these things to Indians are absolutely, they can't understand this. But you people know that very well. They won't touch anybody. They won't hug anyone. First of all, when they used to play football, they used to hug. But now I see they don't hug, they just touch hands like this. After some time, I think they may just do like that or something. So frightened that nobody, even the children I've seen, are frightened of hugging their parents. So the expression of love is not there. And when there is no expression, there is no love inside. And that's how it goes on drying up and drying up and drying up. There was a little girl in SahajaYoga, and I had some present for that child. She was quite young, must have been about 10 years of age. So I gave it to one Sahajayogi, Western Sahajayogi, that you go and give it to her and say that I have given. No mother, I won't give. I said, why? She'll misunderstand me. I said, what will she misunderstand? It has gone so much into the heads of people. And this has created really the psychological insecurity within you. From very childhood, this insecurity has been working. And that's why you are frightened of each other. Even of your parents, of your brothers, your sisters. Psychologically, you are suffering. And when first I came to England, they used to say it is the insecurity. I said, what insecurity? The whole world is afraid of the Western world. And what are they suffering from insecurity? They have made everybody insecure all over the world. And why? What are they insecure? They are insecure within themselves, in their own society, in their own family, in their own groups. They are so much frightened of each other. So the first thing, you should be fearless. You are a Sahajayogi, you are no more immoral. Cannot be immoral. if all the time if you start thinking that you are immoral, and if you do something it is immoral, and that you have to go and do some confession somewhere, then what is going to happen to you? What sort of a personality you will have? We have to change this by changing ourselves. So among Sahajogis there should be no insecurities but maryadas. You must know how to respect each other's privacy. The second thing that if you find with the Western mind, which is a very common thing, that they are bombarded by criticism. There are so many critics that now there are no more artists left. Only critics are criticizing critics. All artists are finished. They are all the time criticized. Somebody will come in, there's an education on criticism. They may not know how to play any instrument, they may not know how to sing, but they can criticize, all right. So all the time in your mind is a way that you always feel that somebody will criticize if you do this. All the time the fear is there that somebody will criticize. So, should I say or not? As Sahajogis, you shouldn't worry about these stupid people because they are blind, and if they want to criticize, you let them criticize. What does it matter? Makes no difference. But this you have to build up within yourself. Now the third is even worse, which I don't know if you have noticed or not. I don't know how it has gone into the heads of the Western minds that you must always see to the other side of the bank, even if you are standing on this side, to be fair, and never to say something that you are sure of. Like you ask anyone, how are you? He'll say, always. Nobody will say, I'm perfectly all right. Nothing wrong with me. What's wrong? Perfectly all right. Thank you very much. But it is never. They are not sure of themselves all the time. It's shaking. And this shaking inside gives you a personality which can never progress. Progress comes when you put your step forward, you put your foot firmly on that point, and then put the second step forward, like as you climb on a mountain. But in the first place only, if you are still thinking that it's halfway through, then how can you go further? You'll only move on two steps, this or that or this or that. This is another very big psychological detergent, I should call it, or detrimental thing for your progress. Now the third thing you have learnt, which is also third or fourth maybe, that you must argue out yourself. Like you have a problem. You'll come and tell me, Mother, this problem I have got. This is very common with everyone. I have this problem. I'll say, all right, this is the solution. Then you will come out, no, but in this will happen. Then you tell another solution, no, mother, this can be this way. Alright, you tell third solution, no mother, in this can happen. Tell fourth, this can happen. You are standing against yourself all the time. Then I have to say, this is your problem, not mine, and I am giving you the solutions, and if you want to solve your problem, better take a positive attitude. The brain is this way. In our Hindi language it is called ulti khopdi. You are all the time arguing against yourself. So how can you progress? This is another great problem of the Western mind, that it doesn't try to face any problem as your own, but go on arguing with yourself like a lawyer. See, there are two lawyers, one yourself, another lawyer, go on arguing. So is a double personality in the being, is not a single personality. As I said, it is very, very psychological that people have to take to this kind of a turn suddenly without understanding how dangerous it is. With the enlightenment of your brain, they should disappear. On the contrary, in SahajaYoga, it's very dangerous. Because you say something, you are a Sahajayogi, you are connected with the all-pervading power. Whatever you say gets connected. And it acts. It's very dangerous for you people not to realize that you are realized souls, and not to assume your own powers. Like, see, I have to say something secretly, then I must put my hand here and then say it, because it is connected to the mains. But supposing I keep it open like this and say something, it goes to everyone. In the same way, whatever the Sahajogis say or desire or want, there are just people sitting there, see here and here, you have put them there. They are listening to you all the time. They are so anxious to do your work. All right, you say so, done. So, whatever you think, or whatever you desire, or whatever you say, you have to be extremely careful. And when, now, old people, all right, I can say that very conditioned, they have problems and all. But the generation that is here, most of them are all capable of improving yourself and making your brain straight by bringing it backwards to the forward. The psychological problem you do not say. The another psychological problem is, which you do not know, which is very surprising, that whatever is the entrepreneur's ideas, you must act. Because the whole fundamentals of Western life is to see and to be seen. So, oh, that's the fashion, so we should do that. This is the fashion, so we do that. Like the other day, about a year back, I went to England and I found all the Sahajayoginis having their hair here. I said, what's this? So I asked an Indian girl, I said, what is this supposed to be? This is a new fashion. I said, what new fashion? Call it Jiprea in Marathi, you know. We call it Jiprea fashion. Only the Maharashtrians cannot. And they all had their hair here, you know, like this, all. I said, my God, this is Agya, this they are covering, their eyes will become squinty. But the fashion, if it comes, and the whole fashion is with the hair alone. Hair, I don't know what. There's so much interest in the hair, and they lose the hair so fast in these countries without using the oil which they should use. They lose their hair very fast. Starting from the hair, the sahasrara. Then fashion means, what is this? These entrepreneurs, these stupid people are creating ideas, and then why should we follow them? I don't say that Sahajogis should all look alike, not at all. You can dress up the way you like. You can live the way you like. But you should not get yourself enslaved by any entrepreneurs. You are free people now. Know that very well. Know that you are absolutely free, and your freedom is absolutely in the light of your enlightenment. You can never do wrong. But first of all, have that confidence within yourself. That whatever you have to do, you are not going to enslave yourself to entrepreneurs, what people have to say, how you will look, how you will appear before. This is a very important point, that half of the time we are laboring just to look like many others. It's very surprising how these entrepreneurs have befooled the Western people. In India it won't work. Won't work. Especially the Indian women. This in between came a mini sari. Came up to Bombay for about 4 or 5 days, I think disappeared. No Indian woman would wear a mini sari, finished. Nothing doing. Any sort of fashion now comes in India, doesn't stay. Because whatever clothes we have now in India is traditionally has been there, has been tested, and error and trial and error and trial, and we know now this is the best, now stop it. At certain age, you stop. This is the style that suits us the best. But anything goes on, the styles go on changing. And this is what you have to be very careful to see, that you do not take to stupid things which are being created by entrepreneurs, but to sensible things which are required for you. So one of the enslavement I feel is that you have to play into the hands of entrepreneurs. But the slavery is very deep and is so psychological. In so many ways it is extremely hidden and so subtle that you cannot make it out. So in the introspection you find out what's gone wrong with you, how you are made this way, what's wrong in my own personality. It has come from all the surroundings and the way people have been putting ideas into my head. You should have your own ideas. You shouldn't worry what Plato said and what Socrates said and what this thing said. What do you think? After all, you are enlightened people. But then there is another psychological thing which is even the worst. And that Mother, if we are very sure, then we are putting up our ego. They are so much afraid of their ego that as if after some time they'll take off. The ego will bloat so much that will take off. This is another fear people have, that if we assert, all right, this is what I want, this is the right thing to do, then I'll get off, so I don't want to say such a thing. I have an ego. So with SahajaYoga also certain fears have crawled in. One of them is that, Mother, I should not have any ego. Now, what is the problem of ego? That also surprising despite all fear and everything. As a reaction to it, people have developed a kind of a protesting character. But again, these entrepreneurs have pampered your ego. Like in the morning you ask the child, what will you have? Then child say, I'll have this. The mother has to run and get it. Or she must keep everything in the fridge. In India that's not the case. Whatever is cooked in the house, we better have. If there is no salt, all right, without salt, come along. Otherwise, don't eat, doesn't matter. In any case, you will eat. So when the disciplining comes within yourself and you understand this, then you do not say, I desire only this, I desire only this. What you desire, you tell yourself. All right, you will not have it for 1 month, let's see. Once I must tell you about myself that little bit comfort grew upon me sometimes, I think. So we had a transfer, and my family was not with me at that time. We had only one small little bed where my husband slept, and I slept just on the bare cement in the. And next day I started getting the pain in the body. I said, all right. I slept on the cement for 1 month. On the cement you get pain, all right, sleep now. 1 month I said, I'm going to sleep on the cement. Then cement lost its power on me. Then might be the cement might be feeling the pain. So, that's what you have to do, is to master your mind. Now the problem only will come, what is the discretion, this ego will come up, Mother. Because your ego, as I said, is developed by reactions, by protesting against things, and also by the pampering of the entrepreneurs. All right, whatever may be the reason, we are not going to psychoanalyze ourselves. But the fact is also we have an ego problem. Why? I have already told you that if a balloon is bloated many a times, it can easily be bloated. At the slightest air, it bloats. And that's why you are afraid that suddenly my ego might become so big that I may be like a balloon in the air somewhere moving. But how to get rid of this is to know that you are an enlightened soul. Respect yourself. Once you start respecting yourself, you will not fall into any traps of ego. Very simple.
कृपया ध्यान की स्थिति बनाए रखें। जय श्री माता जी। श्री आदिशक्ति मंत्र। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। जय श्री माता जी। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं। आरती के लिए खड़े हो जाए।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारक कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठक दिल से करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माताजी, जय निर्मल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
जय श्री माता जी। प्रार्थना अर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, आपने हमें आत्म साक्षात्कार दिया, परम चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, परमात्मा के साम्राज्य में हमें प्रस्थापित किया। इन सब के लिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी है, आभारी है। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें आत्म परीक्षण करने की शक्ति दीजिए, ताकि हम खुद को गाइड कर सके, ठीक कर सके। हमें सामूहिकता में प्रस्थापित कीजिए, मध्य से हमारा उत्थान कीजिए। सहजयोग का सूक्ष्म ज्ञान हमें दीजिए। कृपा कर हमारा अहंकार और हमारे झूठे संस्कार को नष्ट कीजिए और हमें आदर्श सहयोगी बनाइए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर असुरक्षितता की भावना हमारे अंदर से नष्ट कीजिए। सारे विश्व में मंगलता, पवित्रता, नैतिकता प्रस्थापित कीजिए। भौतिकता से हमें दूर रखिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें स्वयं का गुरु बनाइए। आदर्श सहयोग का मार्गदर्शक बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपके श्री चरणों पर हमारा कोटि कोटि नमन, कोटि कोटि नमन, अनंत कोटि नमन। जय श्री माता जी। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। आज के कार्यक्रम नए साधकों के लिए ऑनलाइन मेडिटेशन का ध्यान सत्र आज शाम 6:30 बजे से 7:30 बजे तक प्रसारित किया जाएगा। आज का विषय है घर पर ध्यान करने की प्रक्रिया। ये नए साधकों का पहला सत्र होगा। लर्निंग सहजयोगा यूट्यूब चैनल पर इसकी प्रस्तुति होगी। आज शाम का ध्यान 6:30 बजे प्रतिष्ठान पुणे यूट्यूब चैनल पर लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पे संपन्न होता है। अब हम सहज संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं। आज का दिन सबके लिए आनंदमय, मंगलमय रहे। जय श्री माता जी।
जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ, माँ निर्मल माँ, जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ, माँ निर्मल माँ, जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ, माँ निर्मल कलिमलहारिणि पाप विमोचनि कलिमलहारिणि पाप विमोचनि कलिमलहारिणि पाप विमोचनि कलिमलहारिणि पाप विमोचनि करुणा तेरी है अति न्यारी माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ। लक्ष्मी तू ही सरस्वती तू ही लक्ष्मी तू ही सरस्वती तू ही लक्ष्मी तू ही सरस्वती तू ही लक्ष्मी तू ही सरस्वती तुम हो माता माँ महाकाली माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ। विश्वविहारिणि योगदायिनी विश्वविहारिणि योगदायिनी विश्वविहारिणि योगदायिनी विश्वविहारिणि भक्तों की तुम पालनहारी माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ। महिमा तू ही जाने तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने हम बालक माँ हम क्या जाने माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ। शरण में जो भी तेरे आए 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 जीवन में वो सब सुख पाए माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ। तेरे माँ है अति प्यारे नाम तेरे माँ है अति प्यारे नाम तेरे माँ है अति प्यारे नाम तेरे माँ है अति प्यारे ज्ञान दे माँ हम तेरे गुण गाए माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ माँ निर्मल माँ जय जय माँ निर्मल माँ महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियतः प्रणता स्मृता रौद्रायै नमो नित्यायै गौर्यै धात्र्यै नमो नमः ज्योत्स्नायै चेन्दूरूपिण्यै सुखायै सततं नमः कल्याण्यै प्रणतां वृद्ध्यै सिद्ध्यै कूर्मो नमो नमः नैरुध्यै भूभृतां लक्ष्म्यै शर्वाण्यै ते नमो नमः दुर्गायै दुर्गपारायै सारायै सर्वकारिण्यै ख्यात्यै तथैव कृष्णायै धूम्रायै सततं नमो नमः अतिसौम्यातिरौद्रायै अतिसौम्यातिरौद्रायै नतास्तस्यै नमो नमः नमो जगत्प्रतिष्ठायै देव्यै कृत्यै नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विष्णुमायेति शब्दिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चेतनेत्यभिधीयते नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु निद्रारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु क्षुधारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु छायारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कृष्णारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु जातिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लज्जारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु वृत्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु स्मृतिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तुष्टिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु भ्रान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो